Alicia, and here you are again on Speak It's Your Voice. Yes, I'm here alone today, and so we had a lot of good reports last week when we were discussing about family outsider and how it affects us, and from a place of being someone who was abused. So today now, I first want to say thank you for tuning in, for watching the videos, for reposting. Thank you all very much. I appreciate it. And for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you. All right, so I have something to read off for you. And like I said, and I say at the end of each show, if you have any story you want to share, you may want to record or videotape and send in, you can do that. And someone sent me something, and I'm going to read it for you. There are no names. They asked to be anonymous, but they did share their story, and they really poured out their heart to me. So I hope that it helps someone today too. Hi, Ali. I must say I'm very proud of you for the work that you are doing. I'm following it. But I don't honestly know where you got the strength to speak about your abuse. Hearing you speak brings tears from my eyes, as I was abused as a young person by family members and close family friends. You will be the second person that I've ever told this to. When I first acknowledged that it was wrong and spoke to my mom about it, she never believed me. So, as you said, I thought that what they were doing was love. As I became a teenager, I realized it was wrong. I find out now that I'm thinking about it more, I'm remembering the awful things that was done, and the more damage that was done to me along the way. But I'm praying in time it will all work out and I will get through it. And I listened to your broadcast, and I'm of the opinion that adult members of the family had some idea of what was going on, but just don't want to deal with it or accept what's going on because of where it would end up. And they don't want to be ashamed. Being abused is a very hard thing to have to deal with, especially when you don't know who you can trust or talk to. Sexual abuse for us women is hard to comprehend because you become a woman, and it is hard to allow anyone to get close to you or to really feel love through sex or affection. I will tell you this as an adult. Yes, I have love. I'm in a relationship right now, and I'm told that I'm not like other women. That things they hear women say they like, I don't do. And why does he have to wait 3 and 4 months to have sex? So despite that we are trying to move on with our lives as people who've been abused, it is still very hard to forget the abuse. And let me pause there for a second. What I shared in my book, Silent War for Love, and I shared the effects of abuse on me as an individual. And some persons have mentioned to me that I make it look so easy. I make, when I share my story, it seems unbelievable, because how can one person go through so many things all at once or through just a short lifespan? But it is possible, and I'm sure that I'm sharing my story, but I'm sure that there are other persons out there who've been going through worse than I've been through, or still going through worse than I've been through. And we need to, even if we have never been abused ourselves, we need to understand that someone else's struggle is real for them. It's real. For me, as this person shared, for her, she really understood that sexual abuse was wrong when she got as an adult. She was as she mentioned, she was 6 years old. She was young when this happened. For me, mine started at 4 years old. I was introduced to sexual relations, a friend of the family who wanted to step in to be that father figure in my life. And for him, it was like, what we do between between us is special. This is how you show love to the person that you care about. For him, sex was what I was being taught, I should say. For him, it was love. It was common love, and for me, that trained my mind. So as I grew up and I go through, I went through my friendships or the relationships I've been in, I always thought that love was penetration, that love was sex. I wasn't taught anything else different. So I understand. So let's continue. It took me years before I would allow my husband to see my body. I would always turn off the lights, and I still do it all now. But I've told myself, I'm not getting any younger, and I need to deal with it. My abuse, I think, was to the highest level because I was not aware that what was being done to me was wrong. As I think about it, I remember sometimes it was more than one person, and I had objects poked into my body, and it was so painful. And I remember the individual saying that it makes them feel good. I was 6 years at that time. So I thought these things were right. I'm getting emotional. I'm sorry. I am getting emotional. So right now, I have my young daughter and I trust her with no one. At least I know that I am not the only person who's been through these experiences. I ask God for strength, and that's all. And I know I will make it. She's like, thanks, Ali, and keep up the good work. This is the reason why this show is created. To interview you, whether you want to be seen or you want to stay hidden. It's to get your story out there. It's to give those out there who have lost their voice from being abused in all forms, whether verbally, sexually, emotionally, mentally, physically beaten. Give them back some kind of identity, because you've lost that when you were abused. That power was taken away from you. So, I'm here. I'm not going to be silent. I know I posted my video years ago and I said, when the threats were coming in from my family and other individuals and those who have abused me, I said I'm not going to be silent. And if you keep pushing me, I'll go to the authorities. Even though it is years later, I will still drench it up. But that's not why I'm here. I'm not here to drench it up. I'm here to help empower you. Empower you to get your voice back. Because your voice is a part of your identity. It's a part of who you are. Being able to speak and say, look, this is what happened to me. I was abused sexually. This person did this to me. Whether you're a man or a woman. Because men, I know you've been abused out there sexually too. And I know that you have caused some of your lives to go in a direction that you don't want it to go. I understand that. I'm not a man, but I understand that. I understand that. As an adult, some persons question, like, how could you not know that being sexually abused was wrong? I didn't know, because I was raised around a generation who believed that you should respect your elders. You should respect what they say. Whatever they say is gold, and it is glory, and it is godly, and it's everything. And if they tell you this is what it is, that is what it is. Do not question it. Do not reject it. Do not be stubborn. Do not be rude. So you had to accept it. So for me, my mind was trained from a young age, 4 years old. It was trained to accept sexual things being done to me or on my body as correct. And I understand you, and I thank you so much for sending in your story, because it's going to help someone else out there say, you know what, I want to share mine too. I want to say what I've been through as well. You don't have to post your name, but at least your story is read and it's heard, and it helps get it off of your chest. That's why I wrote my book, Silent War for Love, because that book have been my therapy. It's been my counselor. The paper have been my counselor, and the pen have been my advice. It's been my healing. And this is what I'm offering to you guys. You know, speak. It's your voice. Speak, share, talk about it. Don't get quiet. Don't get silent. Come on, man. You know, it's hard to fight back. And yes, things have been done and we don't want to drench up the past. But are you going forward? Ask yourself, are you going forward right now? Because as far as I know, how the effects of abuse, it keeps you stagnated in one place, even though your life is functioning around you. And, you know, speak, it's your voice is here. And like I said, you can always send in your experiences to us, whether you want to send it in written, voice recorded, or video, you know, or you want to come on the show and we just chat about it, we can do that as well. You can always email us at myvoicespeaks@yahoo.com, and we are here. You can also check out our IG page. We do have one. It's being built slowly but surely, but it's there. My Voice Speaks 2019, and you can always just connect with us because we're here. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. So it's good talking to you guys today. Bye.